I just want to send this as a message to my father. And I'll be honest. He'll probably never see this because he don't care about what I'm doing. He don't care about my music. He don't care about my, anything that I'm doing here. I'm going to college. I could walk in. I'll be an astronaut. I could be an astronaut, and then it's like, okay, that's cool. I guess whatever. Who cares? Like, I really barely feel any true love. I really feel like you know my father never really I feel like you never really even liked me. It's like you love me in the sense as your duty to take care of a son, but it's like you never really liked me, and that never really agreed with anything I've ever said, hardly agreed with anything I've ever done. I really don't think that you have any trust in me or any faith or confidence in me at all. And every time, like, you throw things in my face like money and things like that. You make me feel like such a piece of shit. Like, like you're doing all this shit for me or something. Like you did. You act like you did all this shit and I did nothing. And I should just be grateful for everything that you've done for me and all this stuff. And but then it's like if I come up and I'm like, hey man, you know, I'm thinking about getting a third degree. You know what I mean? It's like nobody cares. They don't care. You don't care at all. You know what I mean? Like, why do I even? It's just like we get in an argument over $40, over like $40. You know what I mean? Over the dumbest thing possible. The dumbest thing. The arguments we end up getting over is the dumbest things possible. And then it's like you just like go off on something. It's like you're not even in the argument at all. You're just mad and yelling. It's like it doesn't. Nothing even makes any sense. What we're saying, anymore. It just is like I can't deal with that. I'm just tired of it. It's like I love you, but I don't know. It's like it's been my whole life of these like little microaggressions. I guess is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? I don't really. Just always frustration and anger coming from you, emanating from you at all times. You don't respect anything except hard work and, sacrifice, I guess. That's a noble trait, but it's like, even then, like I said, I could be an astronaut and it would be like, nah, well, that's great, son, or whatever. Like, I really just don't feel any love at all. You know what I mean? All it is just like we'll get be in an argument over, like I said, over, it's over one thing, then you start bringing up this and that and this and that that don't even have any relevance to anything that we're talking about. And then it's like you start acting like I'm saying these things and I'm doing these things, and you start putting words in my mouth. And then when I'm trying to defend myself, then you just interrupt it and you say, no, 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 this, that, that. It's like nobody could be in an argument if you're just, like you're the only one really talking or having a discussion or any type of, I don't even know. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. It's been too long of all that. You know what I mean? It's like I just keep forgiving you and I keep giving so many chances, so many chances. It just happens again and again and again and again. And then you don't even think anything's wrong. You think like something's wrong with me. And then I start thinking like, man, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe that's just me. It's just me. It's not him. It's not this other stuff. It's just me. I need to lighten up. I'm too sensitive. I'm just too sensitive. But then reality hits. Like when I really start looking, I'm too sensitive. I'm too sensitive. You know what I mean? That's not. This is not reality. You know what I mean? And then after a while, it's just like this is just. So what? How do we fit? I don't think I could fix this because I can't even tell you what the problem is. You don't even understand what the problem is. You just simply, it's like hey, somebody's mad at me, so I'm just gonna start hurling whatever I can to, I don't know, avoid any kind of blame. Like, I don't think you've ever took responsibility for anything you've ever said. It's like, So many hurtful things you said to me over the years. It's like if I ever bring them up, then it's almost a whole nother hour to 2 hour long argument about how you said that. You're just like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I didn't do this. You did this. What about when you did this? What about all those things that you did and all those things that you said? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. No, I didn't. That's not quite how it happened. It's, no, that is how it happened. No, that. And then we're just in this whole thing. And it's like, dude, my memory's not that bad. Like, I'm not getting it all wrong, and I'm not getting that. Don't make sense. You know what I mean? And you run into terms like gaslighting and things like that. And I'm thinking about, I'm like, man, it, it, you know, 2 and 2 is not adding together. You know what I mean? When it comes to this. So I don't know if, I just want to put this out there because I can't say this to you directly. So I have to put it out here somewhere just in the hope of maybe, and I doubt, like I said, I doubt you'll even ever check this out. I don't think you'll ever come to my YouTube channel that I create. I'll tell you, hey, I create a YouTube channel. Hey, I'm making music, and hey, I'm doing this and that. And like, it's almost like you don't believe me, really. Like, it's just like, yeah, whatever. Go get a job. Go get a job and talk to me, dude. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's like, it's real hurtful because, like, I always looked at you like you were the best, like you were always the person that I like really wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, you do a lot of good things. It's like the tear between how painful, how much you hurt me and help me. It's 'cause I guess, I appreciate the support that you've have given me as far as, you putting a roof over my head and food on the table. I mean, you're the best at being able to do that, provide you know, for your kids financially when the chips are down and things are on the line. And you taught me a lot about respect and honor and discipline and courage and many manly traits. But yeah, I can't. I love you, but I can't be around that anymore, or so very little. You know, like I don't even know what it is. It's like two lions. It's weird because it starts off all cool. It's like everything's cool and forgiven every single time. Like, right, it's all forgiven, all forgotten. But then it's the same thing every day, every week, every time. And yeah, I get, I'm always asking you for something. But I'll be honest, I really don't think I asked for much as a son. I feel like, and even then, it's, I've earned mine. Like, I've done a lot. I earned mine no matter what anybody says. You know what I mean? Like, it's just yeah, you helped me with a few rent payments, but I'll tell you what, you caused me very, just asking for you to help me out with those rent payments was like, I think it took years off my life. The How big of a turd you made me feel for all of this, for going to, and it's like even, it's like you pulled out on it. It's like, oh, you know, hey, I'm going back to college. I'm getting a grant. Oh, yeah, I'll help you out. I'm going through hard times. You help me pay my rent. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you could count on me for anything. But then when it comes down, okay, well, oh man, you know, you get a job, dude. You know what I mean? You forget about that college, get a job, pay that rent, you know, or whatever. Like, I gotta do what's best for me. You know what I mean? In the end, and I put in just as much. You know, we'll say that it's 50-50. You helped me out and you matched me. And you know, you did what a father should do. And I will, if I ever have kids, I will do what a father should do, you know, and I'll do my best to do more, you know, but not out of, you're a really, you know, good man. I don't know if I could stand up to your example. I don't know if I could stand up to your ideals. We just might not have the same ideals on some things and some ways of thinking. So I don't know. You know, I just needed to, because I know I had to put this here. I can't tell you directly because you never would have let me say hardly any of this. You know, it's like two words to, you know, I say maybe a sentence or two, and then you're automatically interrupting me and telling me why I'm wrong and why this is not true and why, you know, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And then we just get in this whole big other argument about something else, about stuff that happened, this and that, you know, and in the past. And for the most part, it's always me who did something wrong. You know, isn't that a little strange that I'm actually the only one who ended up doing? I'm the one. Is that really true? Is it like, let's look? Is that really true? You know, I'm not the best guy, and I'm not perfect or anything. You know, I did some wrong things in my life, plenty. You know, but that is this really true that you know, I am the cause of all these problems, and I don't think that's true. So I don't know. You know, like I said, I had to put this out here. So maybe one day in 5 years or so down the road, maybe you may look back at this and see this video. You know what I mean? I am a little emotional because yeah, we did just get into a huge argument where you just told me to leave your house over $40. You know, it's like I really, you know, throw money in my face and stuff like that. It's like, you know, fuck your money, your weed, your fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that shit, dude. I know you're my father and shit, but fuck that. You know, uh I'm not playing with any of that. Like, fuck your money. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you, it's like you ain't really, you know, what it's not like you gave me millions of fucking dollars, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. It's like, did the base need that you need to help a son out and shit, in my opinion, you know, that's, hey, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? You didn't fucking make me or make my fucking business or anything like that or my fucking, you know, I don't think you even would have ever believed that I could get this apartment here. You know what I mean? Yeah, you helped me out with some rent payments. Cool. You know what I mean? There are people out there, they get everything paid by their parents, you know? So I'm not saying be them. You know, I respect you in a way, in a lot of ways, because you're not a pushover. You know what I mean? But I ain't either, man. You know, I'm not either. So I don't mean to get heated. You know, I still love you. I always will. You know what I mean? Like, you giving me a good example. You know, when you and mom got divorced, and you're still there for me. There are people who they don't know their father. They've never been there for them. They're gone. You know. You know, respect where respect is due. You know what I mean? I love you. I needed you. You helped me and when I needed you, actually, in many instances. You know what I mean? And I'll be forever grateful, but I needed to say this or something. I needed to, I don't know. Yeah, I had to get it out somehow. So maybe, you know, I'm gonna post it up and for a little while, and maybe if you see it, then you might actually take the time to listen to it instead of just, running off and getting all pissed off or whatever it is and just living in your own world.